Okay, so final topic. Let's move to, a sport that we don't cover a lot, but I know that we both play.
I try, at least.
Oh, come on. Well, we are for sure getting out this summer and going to play.
Got to.
We have to. Golf. There was a tournament this weekend. The Genesis Invitational at Riviera Country Club in California. Tiger Woods is the host and also created a little controversy. Now, before we get into the controversy, let me tell you this. Tiger Woods shot 2 over for the tournament. He did make the cut. Was his first appearance this season, and anytime Tiger plays golf, it's a big deal at this point. I still always will continue to root for him whenever he is in a tournament. As I've told people throughout my life, I love Tiger Woods. He's probably my favorite athlete of all time. I try to model my golf game after him, not my life choices after him. However, he did shoot +2. Jon Rahm did win the tournament at 17 under. But what people are talking about is a little photo that got leaked. And I don't remember if it was during the first round or a practice round or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But Tiger Woods outdrove Justin Thomas, who is a buddy of his. And somebody caught him passing an object to JT in jest. And that product was a feminine hygiene product, which clearly was a joke, but became all the outrage on the internet. So, Eric, I'm going to ask you, are you in on this controversy? Are you mad about it? Are you offended by it? What are your thoughts on Tiger Woods?
Tiger Woods was 100% wrong.
Okay.
Nobody wants to say that, but Tiger's wrong, guys. Listen, people, okay. I am a fan, and I want people to listen to me when I say this. I'm a fan to an extent of cancel culture. I'll tell you why. I like the fact that it gives power to the people to call out things that they don't like, to maybe rewrite some new norms and ways of respect of other people. This is what this comes down to. Was it a joke between those two? Absolutely. I used to caddy. I've seen those jokes played before, and granted, it's not gonna get taken like social media pictures and put all over the place like a Tiger Woods interaction. But in this moment here, Tiger's wrong. He's wrong. He's making a joke at the expense of women, referring to them as the weaker sex. Like, that is the joke. For people pushing back on that, a lot of it has been men that I've seen. You don't get to speak for other people on whether the joke was appropriate or inappropriate. If women are saying that this is an inappropriate joke and it offends them, then it's offensive. If you have kids and they're getting bullied at school, you're not going to sit there and tell them, oh, well, the kid can say what he wants. It was just a joke. It's their freedom of speech. You're not going to do that. You're going to stand up and stand up to the kid, or go face the kid and their parents. Because it was disrespect. It's not about being sensitive. It's about respecting people around you. That's all it's about. Tiger was wrong. He handled it accordingly. He didn't push back. He said, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. It was a joke. Moved on. Cool. No problem. Yeah. But he's wrong.
So I agree with you.
Okay.
In the respect aspect. The problem that I get into is when we start to let people dictate, I would say, norms. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. We should be respectful of everybody, and we should not be out there seeking to be offended by things. But at the same time, the whole idea of a cancel culture has to be handled, I think, the way this weekend was handled. In the sense that a lot of cancel culture has created this unredeemable quality in mankind. I'm offended, you're canceled, nothing will fix that. But it seems as though, in the sense, Tiger owned up to his mistake, and we have to be a people, like, I agree with you, we have to be a people, we have to be sports fans and internet people and all that kind of stuff that is respectful of people. But when somebody messes up, we also have to give them the grace available to redeem themselves.
I agree with that 100%.
Okay?
Yep.
And a lot of times that's not how it works. Like,
right.
talking heads will get on there and be like, I'm so offended. Well, great, but are you also going to acknowledge the fact that he apologized?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, like, yes, you can be offended by that, 100%. But this was also a joke. Would it have been different if there were no props used? 100%.
Sure.
The failure, the problem was the prop.
Yes.
Because if he would have just looked at him and made an offhanded comment that I will not say, or called him something, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't get this press. The issue was the prop.
Right.
First of all, like, premeditated, because I know he's not just carrying that.
Right. Hey, Tiger got a new endorsement or something. Like,
like, come on, man. Well, he needs it after every endorser dropped him. But
yeah.
I'm with you. Like, it was a mistake. It was in bad taste. It should not have been done. But that's also Tiger Woods. Like, if you see interviews or you watch anything on Tiger Woods, Tiger is not the most socially adept person.
No,
and,
he's definitely not.
And I get it. Like, he thought it was acceptable. It wasn't acceptable. He owned up to it. At this point, but the moment he owned up to it, now we move on. Right?
Yes.
It's time to move on. Like, he owned up. Great. Here's that, let your actions prove that. And let's move on. Let's not continue to talk about it. I know we're continuing to talk about it a couple days after it happened. I get it, but this is when we're recording, so that's when it's going to happen. It's time to move on, though.
Yep.
You can be offended. That's great. Be offended. But if that person apologizes or that person, looks to fix things, don't write them off completely.
Yes. And
because that's a lot of what the problem has become.
Totally agree. That's the difference right there. Because a lot of times what we see lately is when someone's called out on something, and a comedian comes out, oh, we can't tell jokes anymore.
Yeah.
Well, you can. You just got to be funny and respectful. That's really all you got to do. Tiger owned up to it immedially. They called him on it and said, hey, I didn't mean it to be offensive. For those who did take it that way, I get it. I'm sorry. Boom. At this point, it's no point in canceling Tiger. There are levels to, I don't want to say canceling, but there are levels.
Tiger hasn't been canceled already, he's not getting canceled.
Exactly. He ain't going nowhere, bro. He's carrying that sport.
Yeah. So listen, Tiger Woods is back golfing. I think that's the bigger story.
Should be, yeah.
And we should be looking forward to the Masters in April because he's going to be there. Hopefully he doesn't, re-injure his leg or anything like that. It's going to be an exciting time. Listen, we're